Take the stake. China's war isn't only at sea, it's reshaping the economy while everyone's looking the other way. Most view relations between China and the Philippines in terms of patrol boats, fighter jets, and reefs, but the other battlefield is in supply chains, trade routes, and investment deals. Banana exports to China fell 32% in 2024. Vietnam filled the gap after 2 decades of undefeated supremacy. And the same is also starting to happen in Japan, against the same neighbor that overtook the Philippines in rice. Filipino Banana Growers and Exporters Association Stephen Antic had this to say: the industry always suffers collateral damage when there are tensions in the West Philippine Sea. Refined copper exports dropped 56%, while raw copper went up to 145%. Now, just a bit of context why this is bad. Raw materials like copper concentrates keep the Philippines stuck at the bottom of the value chain. Selling raw ore earns less. Refining copper in China earns more and creates jobs in factories, metallurgy, logistics, and engineering. So, when China buys raw instead of processed, they capture the profit and the jobs. And here's the bigger problem. The Philippines becomes over-reliant on mining exports. It's left with the damaged land while the real value is processed abroad. This doesn't have to be a deliberate pressure, but a sudden market adjustment as China outsmarts overseas competitors. But the effect is the same. Small countries are reminded of their vulnerability when they rely too heavily on a single large buyer and industry, namely China and mining. The impact immediate. So, the Philippines ended up losing and being reactive. This year, the Philippine Associated Smelting and Refining in Leyte, the only copper processing facility in the country, is shutting down. 3,000 local workers lost their jobs. It's one of the firms forced out of business as China sucks in more copper concentrates, keeping more jobs and profit inside China. A Bloomberg report reveals the Leyte facility will be acquired by the dynastic tycoon family, Villar. So it's a win for some,